Hi, my name is Ilzilkan and I'm the author of Blue Mountain Mist. I am doing another entry today, and this one has to do with Hanna in Wolfville. In Wolfville, it's about a female put on enhancers. Now, why is that? Because she kept production and kept producing. And why was she producing so much? She was trying to tone down the rapid rate of death toll globally. So she was hoping to guide humans as a teacher to a better form of existence. So this is her scrapbook, and this is where Uber was born. If you notice, there's number 1, which was Kanata Licensing Inc. It's the licensing component, and then it continues on. There's about 100 or so, all kinds of patent ideas, all of that. We're gonna just kind of hide it. It's just today's insert. This is this is worth about $40 billion, and this is where Uber was born. We're gonna put that aside and talk about C3 and how that came about, and who is really doing C3. When we think of C3, and you think of the number 3, think of the 3 big ones, the hornets' nest. All these media people followed with the armed forces in the North America component, and they live very, very lavish lifestyles. If you notice, they're always, they're always bragging how they're in a mansion, and now, like, this guy kind of looks Turkish, this one looks Indian, and they're just like, they're all into the new Jews and this and that. But we have to look at this from a different perspective, the background work of how the conflict began, which is part of C3's history. Now, in North America, these guys reign. There's hands down. They're coming from Europe and all of that into United States, different area. But it got other players against them, which was Russia, China, and some individuals inside India themselves, which created a massive brew against them. Now, Hanna is not against them, but Hanna did not find them responsible because they were so busy entertaining. They were not actually collecting intelligence the way they should have been. So, for example, what ended up happening? Hanna got horribly injured, followed with this being put into her fridge. Now, this is, again, they're back in the entertainment mode. This is now year 12 of entertaining Hanna, which is, she doesn't find it funny at all. But it's not just Prophet Hanna that's the issue. Henry is Hanna's sister-in-law's son. Now, temp pay, they're being sarcastic because she knows that, because Hanna does only temp work. She just prefers it. Some individuals like the variation for intelligence, and that was Hanna. A year here, 6 months here, 5 years here, max. And then she's saturated. So they put this in her fridge because of her stomach injury. They highlighted Henry's temp pay. You see, and with Lucifer, that coding went back and forth. What you don't see with these media individuals is the pain. Henry's mother went absolutely insane. So the woman is a medical doctor who's not all there. Followed with, these are just events that occurred, which is part of C3's history. And it pissed off many individuals. So here we have another picture. Now, this picture is very interesting. This is Hanna's son. However, today there might be 10 different Xaviers out there. The real Juliana, which is Hanna's favorite girl for Xavier, the real Juliana was actually a light-skinned female Christian. A lot of Christian families passed away. This is part of C3's history. If you look at Xavier's face, he's much darker. It's almost like a black guy that has been perfectly altered. Now, Xavier, the story behind Xavier is it's another blended family with Hanna. Hanna and best friend were approximately 30 years together. Now, she is East Indian, Hanna's best friend. However, she was completely also with the blacks. She didn't really know anything else. She's never dated a white man, nothing like that. That is based off the authentic version. She had 3 sons, and this is Hanna's son as well, because she helped raise him from infancy. And when he started acting funny at around probably about 18, she was convinced that he was doubled. When she's looking at Juliana now, Juliana is an absolute stunning girl, but today she looks like an East Indian female. She doesn't look like the light skin. Like, if you notice, almost like the face has been changed, because here her skin is so beautiful and her face has been made petite. But the real one is a light skin female, which is not this female at all. So this is the kind of challenges you run into, which make up the history behind this hidden conflict. And so you got a chance to witness the doctors in the background that went insane. You got a chance to witness how much pain Hanna went through with her children. Remember, she has about 8 sons. They're all from different blended families. When we think of blended, don't just think of male and female. Think about 2 best friends struggling in housing. We have to think about the story behind light-skinned children, and how they just went missing around the globe. We have to think about these guys. Now, back to these guys. These guys are in a completely different transgender / drugs / extreme rich / and the ones that support them / the problem is, I'm completely okay with this. What I'm not okay with is the fact that you restrict someone and prevent them from creating a different model for existence, and that was Prophet Hanna. When you block intelligence like that, and you're very male domineering, because the Orthodox Jews support or really pay money to support these guys in play, because they have like a symbiotic relationship with the Orthodox Jews. This is how messy this story is. So again, cluster 3, we're thinking about the armed forces and the raiding and the pillaging of always humans. There has to be a better way. And so they want to do the better way themselves as entertainment, but it's not entertainment, because it involves a prophet now. Prophet is regulating everybody right now. And the reason is because she has the full collection and they want it. So they bother her on a daily basis. Now we're going to show you some of the examples of what was done. So I'm going to take the phone off the charger and bring it here. And she had to close this mirror, which was a viewing mirror, because this opened up to the entire globe, someone's struggles, etc., etc. So this is her room, and today, again, she is waiting for funding, but it's the fact that you had to get the whole Texas in Canada, created so much upheaval, brought all the media people, injured so many people, and it was as simple as putting your pride aside and asking a woman what to do. And they're all confused, but they're still around Hanna. But this is where we are today. Another entry, just showing you the challenges, because it's, you see, this is how Hanna views it. It's very easy to critique someone, very easy, because we don't understand these guys. But if someone is generating and someone is actually building a different model, just a model sample, we're talking a small town now, considering Hanna generated $40 billion. For them to block the revenue portion it makes them almost developmentally retarded. And this is the concern that we're bringing forth here, because there's someone who is actually modeling. So their response is, well, Jews did law. Jews did not do law. Jews are doing or using individuals to do too much fraud to protect their position, when Jews have to love everybody. And this goes with Hannah's anthropology work, Hannah's modern Genesis, the expansion of only symbolic expansion of Israel, the Sun collection, all of that. It's the component that they actually blocked the smartest woman in the world. And what did Hannah do? Hannah hammered them. But this is where we are today. Another entry, and it's probably day 4,495 today. We're very close to Christmas. It's another entry for the globe, and some of the challenges that make up 20 years of the authentic story of Cluster 3. So there you go. Overlapping stories, continuously overlapping stories. So thank you and have a good day.